Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes React. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
Office Bloke Daz.
Together we are two of the Office Blokes.
Yeah. Cross-dresser Mike's been caught.
Mike, believe it or not, has gone to watch his son's band play a gig in
That's
London.
not what I heard. That's definitely not the story I heard.
He says he's going to London for a gig. I presumed it was his son's band.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What's his son's band called?
Spangled. And believe it or not, his son is in a band that's
They're actually quite good, actually.
They're doing pretty well. Yeah. They're getting some good gigs, and he never talks about it on the channel.
I've heard them, and they are very good.
Yeah.
It's my type of music that I listen to as well.
If you're into, I'd say, Britpop, indie sort of music, Oasis, sort of Stone Roses, all that sort of stuff, they're the band for you. But he never talks about it, and it does me in a little bit.
And they are very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really are good.
But they're making waves a little bit, and they could potentially be quite a big band in the next couple of years.
Looks that way, yeah.
And there's the dad, 250,000 subscribers or whatever on YouTube. Not a peep. Not a peep.
Just stood at the entrance charging everyone £1.50 to get in.
It's true.
£1.50.
On the merch stand.
Yeah. He actually doesn't. He mans the merch stand.
Does he?
Yeah.
Nice. Why is he not wearing a spangled t-shirt here all the time?
I don't know.
Go and find him on YouTube and social media and say the Office Blokes sent you.
Yeah.
Not Mike, though.
Yeah, just say Office Bloke Daz and Dave sent you, not Mike. Yeah.
Nice. Right then, Bill Burr recently did a live podcast.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he does his Monday morning podcast.
I don't listen to podcasts.
He's been doing a podcast for about 12 years where it's just him on his own with a little recorder just ranting.
That'd be good, that.
But he's upped his game recently and he does studio stuff, but for years it's just like a shitty tape recorder and him just shouting at it. It's great. I presume this is a clip from it. It just came up in the feed, so I thought,
okay,
it's got to be worth a go.
Go for it.
Bill Burr's nightmare on the Universal Mario ride. Let's go for it.
I'm going to talk about Universal. Let me talk about Universal, okay? For those of you around the world, out here in L.A., there's two theme parks, okay? You have Disneyland, right? Which is the one you want to go to.
The way that's been lit, it looks like a hologram, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It don't look real.
Yeah.
All right? They know. I'm going to sit down for this so you guys know that this is coming from the heart, okay? So anyway, Universal, it's like they're making shit on the lot, and then up top, the people that go to their movies, they have all of these fucking rides that you go on. So every once in a while, a new ride opens up, and if you have kids, your kids want to go on it. So the new Mario World ride opened up, and we went there, and my wife, I don't know what she did. Like, she always buys the VIP shit. She goes, don't worry. She goes, we have the VIP, we can just fucking go in. But our VIP shit didn't count on the new ride. They're like, yeah, that doesn't count. We're like, what are we talking about? We paid an extra $100 per ticket. They're like, yeah, that's for the other rides. You know? Do you remember Joe Dirt? You remember that? The Joe Dirt ride. You can get on that. Shout out to David Spade. The Joe Dirt ride. It's a fucking 69 Super B that does a loop-de-loop. You can say, I don't want to fucking go on that. Well, you wouldn't have to stand in line. There's no one in that line, you asshole. It's a fucking movie from 30 goddamn years ago. We have the Tango and Cash fucking water ride. It's good for that, but any of this new shit. So we go into like Mario World, and the first thing we got there early, and we stand in line for this fucking ride. Dude, it was 2 hours and 40 minutes to get on the fucking ride. Dude, every time you thought you'd gone up the last flight of stairs and gone into the last room, and there was no refreshments, no nothing. So people are getting dehydrated, and then they keep bringing you outside of the structure. And this is one of those fights you don't want to have with your wife in that line, because you can't walk away, right? You're just standing there. You don't want to start anything. And I'm just sitting there thinking, like, why the fuck didn't you get the fucking goddamn shit? You know? You always know where the best shit is. How did you fuck this up, right? I was like the dad in Poltergeist, you know? You moved the gravestones, but you didn't move the bodies! Why? That's what I wanted to do. You got VIP tickets, but it didn't count on this shit, right? So 2 hours and 40 fucking minutes standing in line. It was so bad in the beginning, I felt for everyone around me, going like, how can you do this to these hardworking Americans? This is fucking terrible to run a business like this. People come here, they're with their kids, people are crying. Within an hour of that, I just hated everybody. And I was like, you know what? These fucking people deserve it. Look at it. Bunch of fat fucks standing here. Fucking cunts in front of me. They cut us. They did this thing where they sort of like saw how long the line was, and they say it was like going all the way that way. They sort of got to like, it was like, only like 5 or 10 groups of people, and they kind of went like, well, is that the line? Is that like the line? And then they were just fucking in it, and like that was like an hour of my life.
This is on Friday night. I went to see Mark Normand. I went on my own, so a comedy gig, which is a very,
with all your mates?
Very weird. Yeah, all of them. Very weird experience for me. I was like that in the queue outside.
Anywhere.
And the queue wasn't that. It was a big queue, but once they opened the doors, it went pretty quick. But it's in the student sort of bit of Manchester, and there's signs everywhere for like communism and Marxism, and like you see all these kind of like funny coloured hair students that figured the world out, and they're all banding together. And I was like, the thoughts that were going through my head when I was watching all these people, it's exactly like that.
Oh, the day AI comes out and reads your mind and the thoughts in your mind, I'm done.
I'm going to prison, guaranteed. I'm just like, you
fucking
fucking morons, you don't know anything. You've not got anything, that's why you're fucking...
Mate, if I go to the bar and there's one person in front of me, I'm fucking losing my shit. I'm like, fucking waiting.
It was non-allocated seating, so once you got your seat, you could lose it if you got up.
Yeah.
So I asked some guy to watch my seat that was sat next to me, ran off to go to the bar, and there was a big group of guys. It was like 3 deep at the bar, big group of guys, all talking, not paying attention to the bar. So as soon as there was a space, I was like,
I'm straight
to the front,
pay
got some
attention.
beers.
Right. Even if someone comes up to me talking at the bar, I'm not listening. I'm here to get a drink, then I'll talk to you.
Let me get eye contact with someone. Let me sort it.
Going, why didn't I say anything? I didn't say anything because they all outweighed me by at least 120 pounds. Yeah, morbidly obese, in their 20s, prime of their life. Should be running down the beach like they're in Baywatch, carrying that little thing, whatever that thing was for. Like, what was that thing for? That little football? I'm in the ocean. That's what I'm going to hang on to. You're going to put it in your teeth and fucking swim back with your big fucking heavy fake 90s titties? Like, we're not going to go down to the ground? Might as well put cement shoes here, right? We went with another dad and his kid an hour and 50 minutes in was just hanging over the fucking banister thing. And he's going, this is the most boring thing ever. It was like bombing in stand-up for 2 hours and 40 straight fucking minutes. I remember at one point I was sitting up on the thing because I finally had to sit down, and I was up on the top thing, and I was sitting there, and I saw somebody walking down dressed as Super Mario, and I'm like, I know this bitch is going to tell me to get off this fucking thing, and I am not moving. And she just came by and said, excuse me, sir, could you not sit on the chair? Could you not bring relief to your lower back after this ungodly wait for 3.5 minutes of a semi-good time? This is why I love my wife. She was sitting on the lower one, and I was sitting there, and the dad we were with was looking at us, waiting to acknowledge the authority, and neither one of us did. And she just kept walking. Could you not sit on that? Could you just stop? And she never did anything, and we never fucking moved. I just looked at the guys like, I'm not fucking moving. Like, what are you gonna do? Throw me out and end this? So we finally get into like this room. They're like, okay, everybody, we're getting ready to fucking do it. And they bring us like a whole group of us. They're like, come on, everybody, I see space. I see space. Keep walking in. All right, and we're like in that trash compactor thing from the movie you guys like, right? The fucking Star Wars. Right? Yeah, fucking, yeah, buddy. Fucking Star Wars, man. Fucking live long with Chewbacca and your Buck Roger beady shit, right? So.
He was literally in the Star Wars TV show, wasn't he?
I don't know, I've never seen a Star Wars in my life.
Mandalorian. I'm not into it, but I just know that he was an actor and had a recurring part in Mandalorian.
Okay. Yeah, I've never seen one in my life.
He's doing that to purposely wind him up, because I think that thing as well is like Star Trek.
Okay, right. I've never seen that neither.
I think he's purposely trying to piss him off a bit there.
There will be one person that comes up, oh, that's Star Trek. They do that in Star Trek, all right? Star Trek is may the force be with you, right? Is that how they do it? No, wait, that's Hitler. It's hard. It's hard to keep them all keep track of all of them. So we get in this fucking room, and then this poor woman, right? She's got like the drive-through. The drive-through microphone. She's like, all right, everybody's in. Okay. And we've been waiting for 2 hours and 40 minutes, and she has the fucking balls to go, all right, you guys ready to ride the Super Mario ride? And the parents are like, yeah! Yes, we are! That was the entire purpose of this exercise. And you know the deal. When somebody says, are you ready? No matter how much you say you're ready, it's never enough, right? So we're standing there. She's like, oh, come on! This is the Super Mario ride! You could do better! Are you ready to ride the Super Mario ride? And everybody's like, with the last bit of fucking hydration we have in our body, we're like, yeah! Yes, we are! Tell me where the dick is and I will suck it! Please! Let this part of my life end! Right? And then guess what happens? Nothing! Nothing, because the ride has not arrived on the other side. So now she has to filibuster, and she's not good at it. Going like, this ride took over 75 fucking hours to whatever the fuck she was saying. And then it ends, and she starts again. All right, I hear it. I hear it. And she's like, are you guys ready? I remember there was this giant guy with this head that weighed as much as my body, and I could see him standing over everybody. And I just saw the side of his face in the complete lack of synapses firing, and he's like squinting. And she was going like, are you fucking ready? Are you ready to get on the fucking Mario ride? And he was just like, he just opened his mouth and exhaled, was like, ah! Right? And then she did it, she had the balls, the fucking cojones to do it again. She goes, come on, I said, are you fucking ready? And finally, this one dad, who the only person with self-esteem less, just went like, yeah, we've been waiting for 2.5 fucking hours. Right? He didn't say fuck. And she had the balls to be like, what? And he goes, we've been waiting for 2.5 hours. And I hated myself that I didn't say, yeah. Exactly. What do you think we're doing here? This is a horrible experience. Not worth the wait. We realized that an hour and 10 minutes in, but there was no way to get out. We were just surrounded, and there was metal on both sides. It was like the Ron Burgundy. I'm trapped in a glass house of emotion. So finally we get in there. We go into another fucking room. They close the door, and this fucking guy's talking. At this point, I don't even remember what happened. Then we went to the final last thing. It's like, okay, this is what you got. You got to put the thing on, and then put the glasses on, and then you got to fucking, this is shooting and all of this stuff. And then we got on, and it was like fucking 3.5 minutes. And that's it. And the whole fucking thing was over, and we in there. I couldn't tell what I was shooting at and all this type, but I'm not a video game guy, right? You know what I mean? I drank beers. Right? I fucking hung out with the fellas. I could throw a ball, all right? I lived my childhood outside in reality. I didn't stay inside friendless, jerking off, pretending I was a Navy SEAL, playing Siphon Filter. Well, actually, I played that game. We ended up getting out of there, right? I'm trying to work on not cursing in front of my kids, and we sat down to eat a Krusty Burger at the Simpsons part of the park. And I finally, like, my wife's going like, so do you want to go down and go on the Jurassic fucking Velociraptor fucking ride? And I couldn't hold it anymore. I go, I'm fucking wiped. I can't. I just don't want to do this anymore. Like, you know, if this is like the end of the relationship, I'm actually, I don't know if I have it in me to like save it. And if you just want to meet some other guy here with mouse ears that has a little better attitude about this types of things, like, I'm sure we can work on a financial settlement, but I am fucking out of here. Like, I literally can't fucking do this anymore. Oh, it's great when you leave. When you leave, they're like, fuck you. Like, you got to go all the way out this way, and where all the fatties come in, they got this wide berth, and you just got to walk all the way. You're seeing the shrubbery. It's so bad because you can see, like, civilization. Like, oh, my God, look at those houses that have air conditioning and stuff. You're fucking just walking out. But the best part was we got home. And like my daughter fell asleep and everything, and she came in and her Nana was there. And she was like, how was it? And she was just like, it was unbelievable. And she totally flipped out and everything. I was like, all right, thank God. So it was worth it. So in a way, that was an endorsement.
Yeah, brilliant.
That's just genius, isn't it?
Yeah. But you know what it is, though? You can all relate to that.
Absolutely.
Exactly everything he said.
I went through all those emotions within the past week when I've been around people.
Yeah, it's you've still got all that to come with your kids. You've still got young kids.
I'm not doing Disneyland or Disney World or whatever.
I did Disney with ours.
No chance. That 3 hours in a queue, nothing is worth that.
Wasn't that bad. When we went, it wasn't that bad with Disney. And we did the one in Florida in Orlando. They got a few parks there. And we got like one of these passes that you can go over like a period of a week and just go as many times as you want type thing.
Right.
And but it wasn't that bad when we went. I guess it wasn't as I mean, I'm talking 20 years ago.
Yeah.
18 years ago.
The kids just aren't really interested in that sort of stuff. They don't really watch many Disney movies.
Yeah.
Like they're not. They don't want to go to theme parks. They just like going to the park and having fun and riding the bikes and stuff. Yeah. You know, so I'm quite happy about that because God knows how much it costs to fly us all out there and do all that to wait in a queue for 3 hours. I'd probably have a heart attack. I'd probably be done for.
Yeah, I was one of them as well. I'm like him, zero patience, me.
Yeah.
Got nothing. I'm like I say, one person in front of me in the queue, I'm like flipping. I'm like just itching to get in front to the right at the front of the queue.
I went to the when I went to Mark Norman, I went to McDonald's before it on Oxford Road, just across the road. It's one of these self-service, and then everyone just stands around in the way. And the thoughts that were going through my head there, it was just like I just wanted to kill people. And no one was doing anything as such. They were just too close to me, or like just an annoying laugh right there. And it was just one of them where I was like, I've got to be out of here. I can't do it.
The same at the airport. The guy in front of me, he was at self-service Burger King, and he's fucking going up and down the menu.
Yeah.
And I felt like just grabbing his head and going, fucking Burger King, you mother... fucking Burger... Everything was X'd out as well. You had a choice of about 3 burgers. That was it.
Because you walk up and you go, I'll have that, fries, drink.
Well, I'm in the queue, I'm thinking, even before that, I'm thinking, I'm going Burger King, I'm going to get a fucking bit... what do you get? The Whopper.
Whopper,
yeah. That's it. Whopper, cheese, fries, drink, done, finished, paid, out.
The amount of people that get to the front when you're served at a checkout and they're like, so what burgers have you got? And if I get that with that, and you're like...
Yeah. I said to my grandson, do you want a burger? And he went, yeah. So I said, what do you want, a cheeseburger? He went, yeah. So I got him a Whopper meal with cheese, right, and a fizzy drink.
Yeah.
And I brought it back and he went, what's that? And I went, it's orange, fizzy orange. He went, I don't have fizzy. I went, you do now. I ain't queuing back up for any other shit. Drink it. Again, he's like, he's not allowed to have fizzy. I went, he is. Just try it.
Just let him nail the whole thing and give him back to his parents.
Yeah. Not my kid.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget, like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.